And I can say even for myself that doing this work, that it was more kind of indirect with my weight loss, because it was a long period of time that you and I hadn't worked together. And when my husband brought up the fact of going on vacation to Universal, I said, there's no way that I can do 7 days in the condition that I'm in. And so I do believe that this work put me into a resourceful place to say, I'm finally done with this way of living, because as you know, that, and at that point it was 6 years after my dad had passed away, that for those 6 years, it was just so much emotional eating. It was 6 years of emotional eating. I had gained about like 30 or 40 pounds from that point. And, my dad's favorite food was ice cream. And I literally ate ice cream every single night for 6 years. And it took me a long time to actually figure out why I couldn't stop, because my husband would say, we really need to stop doing this. This isn't healthy. And I'd be like, yeah, I know you're right. And I literally couldn't stop. And it took me a while to actually figure out that it was like this weird way of spending time with my dad. And then it took me a while longer after that to actually be able to make that resourceful decision of, it's time to let this go. And it's time to live. And especially because we had just lost our friend 6 months before we had made this decision. And seeing our friend die at 42 years old of a disease that was completely like non-preventable, and seeing what happened to him, that we're like, no, like, we need to live. We really need to live. And so we made all these changes and changed our diet and changed our exercise routine and changed all that. And, I lost 60 pounds, and I don't ever want to go back, because I was overweight for over 20 some years of my life. I was over 200 pounds for about, I would say, like 22 years of my life. And I didn't realize how much that took away from my life, how much that took away from the things that can bring me joy. I remember the first time I was because I have a wide open basement. I remember the first time I had sneakers on, and you're going to make me cry. I remember the first time I had sneakers on, and I was just like, let's try to run. And I had on some of my favorite music, and I started to run, and I was like, holy shit, I can run. I can run. And I remember as I started to lose more weight last summer, I remember the first time I put on that music and I was dancing around my house and how light I felt. And I remember before then I would have dreams of dancing. Only in my dreams was I dancing. Woo! And I loved dancing. Like when I was a little girl, I could spend 8 hours in my bedroom on the weekend dancing to music. And I would have dreams that I felt light again and I could dance. And after I'd gained all the weight, I couldn't do that anymore. And so for the first time, like last year, I remember just putting on the music and just dancing all around my house. And I was like, I feel like I did in my dreams. I'm light again. Like I can do this again. And so it's stuff like that, right?